everybody. Welcome back to another episode of TMV Live. My name is Sharzad, and I have to tell you guys real quick, we are actually not technically live today. We're live to tape, but we are all at Blog Her, so it's kind of live, but not really. So just wanted to get that out there, let you guys know real quick. All right, on with the fabulous introductions. I know you guys all know Kaylee, but go ahead and introduce yourself again.
Well, I'm so happy to have you back.
Yay!
I just love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys make me feel so good and warm and fuzzy.
You're the best. Thank you. Anyways, I'm Kaylee. I have a channel called Hey Kaylee. So hello, welcome.
My name is Ashley Sander. I have a beauty and fashion channel, ALH Sander, and I'm so happy to be here.
I love your nails. They're so very fashion forward.
Thank you.
Outfit.
Very fashiony. So I need lessons.
Anytime, girl.
My nails are very not fashiony. My name is Jenny Ingram. I'm Jenny on the Spot, and I do silly, fun, family-ish videos. JennyOnTheSpot.com is my website. So yeah.
Awesome.
And thank you guys for letting me join you. It's
Yeah.
so
excited. It's going to be a good day.
Thank you also. I'm Alana. I am The Fun Club is my YouTube channel, and it's mostly sketch comedy, although it's been on hold for a little while because I just had a baby. So now it's, you know, some baby stuff.
Some baby stuff, some mom
babies.
stuff. We like that here on the Moms Do.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys are okay with that?
Like,
Yeah, we like babies.
We keep some of them around.
Yeah.
And I'm Carly Styles from Carly Styles. Hey.
Woo woo.
And we love Sharzad.
Yay!
We love you.
Thank you.
And I love your top today. I love
Thank
the
you.
color.
Very nice.
Thanks. We're kind of twinsies.
We are. Twinsy,
Yes,
winning,
we
going
like
on
our little
planet.
crochet numbers. We didn't plan it, but great minds think alike. Thank you guys. Okay, so I know we have some updates. You just said you had a little baby who I just got to meet, and I almost ran off with her. Okay.
She's real cute.
How's that working out? You look amazing.
Thank you.
4 months ago?
There's a good chance I'm going to fall asleep during this.
Okay.
So I apologize
My
in advance.
shoulder.
Yeah. We spiked the drink for you.
Yeah.
A little Red Bull in there. Yeah.
Good. I need it. Yeah, 3.5 months ago, and it's great, except for when she wakes up every hour at night. That's not the most fun.
Yeah.
But the rest of it's great.
Were you prepared for how drastically different your life was going to be? Be honest.
No.
No.
Not even
Okay.
a little bit.
Not even at all.
No.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, no, it's cool. I'm gonna be a mom. No, it's totally, it's crazy, but it's great.
Yeah.
But like, I went out last night for dinner, and I was like, oh, it's 9:30. I'm I'm done.
Was that
Yeah.
your first time away from her since you had her?
No, we did a couple like around the block
Okay.
type things, and left her with a friend, but like. That was, it was like the third time.
Okay.
But oh my God, I'm just so tired. I don't wanna, like, I was like, oh my God, maybe we'll stay out all night and like rage.
9:30, you're like, get me home.
Like, it's so time for bed. What time's at 9?
Yeah.
Shoot. Could I last longer?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went out with friends after I had my little girl. Your brain is a little slower because you're tired, and then I was so used to talking to her like this that I was like, I can't remember how to talk to grown-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is so cute.
Oh, she's so
Congratulations on
Thank
that
you
little.
so much.
Is it like taboo to ask like about your delivery? Like, did you do C-section, natural?
No, it's not taboo.
Okay.
I had one of the worst situations ever.
Okay.
Which is hilarious to me because I was like, I am doing this natural.
Yeah.
I was like full prenatal yoga every day and
Nice.
did the hypno babies and was like, I'm gonna conquer this. I had a doula.
I got
Yeah.
it.
wow.
Yeah. So I labored at home for a day and a half. I ended up being in labor for 3 days.
Take me, ambulance.
Yes, that's
Get
what I
me
would
out of here.
Yeah.
12 hours, I would have been out.
Yeah.
Right?
It was
me.
crazy.
Yeah. So no epidural, nothing. You
Oh,
just
no.
went au natural.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's not the end of it.
Okay.
So
was
did
the
labor for 3
beginning.
days, and at like hour 50 something, they were like, we need to do Pitocin because I had like dilated and then went back to 1 centimeter, which is who knew that was possible. But I think my body was trying to like give me a break.
Yeah.
Right. Your body was like, just kidding.
Yeah. It was like, we're ready. We're not
ready.
ready to sleep. Let's close it up so you can get a nap.
Still off the
Okay.
deal.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So I didn't sleep for 3 days. That was the hardest part.
Yeah.
The Pitocin was rough, and I did that for like 4 hours without an epidural. Then I got the epidural, and then I was like, this is amazing. And I slept. And I got to 9 and then had like a really rough exam by one of the nurses, which was horrible, and she had me pushing. This is like turning into a horror story, but it was a horror story.
I appreciate honesty.
Yeah. And then and then I ended up needing a C-section.
Oh my goodness.
After all of that.
3 days of labor, and then I had a C-section, so my recovery was like gnarly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But the baby's so cute.
You think about all those details, then you have them, you're like, I guess I could do that again.
Yeah.
Oh, and right after I was like, we're done. I can never
Yeah.
do this again.
Yeah.
And now that a few months have passed, I'm like, I can do it again. It's fine.
I got this.
And now, do you think you'll have another baby? I know your husband's in the military, and that's probably got to be a little bit of a challenge when thinking about that.
I had a C-section too with my daughter, so that was a little freaky for me because I was a little skeptical about cutting me open.
Yeah.
And I wasn't about that. But my
Yeah.
husband wants another one.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, I've always wanted a girl.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
So I think now that I have my girl, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But
Tempted to be done.
yeah, but everybody's like, no, she needs a brother or a sister or somebody
nice
to play
having a
with. And
sibling.
I watch her. She's super independent. I watch her play, and it would be nice to have her play with other kids or another, sibling. But I'm like, no, I don't want to have another one. But whatever God has in store for me, I'm just like, my husband may have other plans when he comes home. So I have to figure all my stories and how to, all the wives are texting each other, what do you want? What do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm not on anything.
Yeah. When does he come back? How's your schedule with him? I'm sure it's got to be challenging.
It has been rough. It's been about 6 months now.
Since you haven't seen him?
Since I haven't seen him.
That's
But
really
You guys
hard.
do long
thanks,
distance.
it's so hard, but thanks to FaceTime and,
Yeah.
and Skype and all that, we're able to talk every single day. He's a bomb tech, so he's constantly busy, but I just thank God for my faith because that keeps me strong and keeps me going, and
Same.
we should be getting him pretty soon. Pretty soon.
Good.
Where is he? Are you allowed to
That's
say?
up to you.
Afghanistan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm just excited. I'm super proud of him, and the hardest part is him missing out on my daughter, and she's 3 now. So it was rough, but we're keeping it together. We're a family, and we're a close, tight-knit family. So we love it.
Well, you're beautiful, and your
Thank you.
your daughter is just
Thank
so
you
cute.
so
I saw some of her
much.
pictures.
Oh, thanks.
So you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
hard.
I did long distance, just LA to Chicago for a year, and I'm like, we would go 2 weeks, and I'd be like, I can't imagine
It's-
6
I
months.
can't even deal with him at work.
It's hard. Where are you?
Like you're missing everything.
Yeah. I'm like one of those moms that like to do things my own way,
Yeah.
so I appreciate that. But it's harder for my husband. My daughter's not really quite there yet to understand the concept of deployment, but they FaceTime all the time, but it was so sad. We have like these annual birthday pictures, but this time he was on FaceTime, so it was like but it's
You make it work.
Yep.
What a
Yeah.
sacrifice your family's giving this country. Thank you.
So we love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
We love it.
Oh,
yeah.
good. I'm gonna put you on my cute. Over the last few days, we've gathered some tweets, so thank you guys for being active on social media. And I have a tweet to share with you guys today. So Megan Christmer wants to know, role models are great, but don't get wrapped up in trying to become exactly like them. Have your own identity. I guess that was really a question, more of a statement.
Get it.
Thank you, Megan.
Get it, girl.
But this tweet relates to our topic of the day because we're going to talk about role models in the 90s versus role models today. And
Oh, Miley Cyrus.
yeah, I know. We'll get to that. Yeah, so Candace Cameron Bure, I think is how you say her last name, from Full House, DJ Tanner.
Yeah.
She posted a pic on her Instagram recently about, young Hollywood, 1990s, no stylist, high heels, instead baggy clothes, pimples, healthy weight. What a concept to show teens today. Yeah,
Amen,
definitely
amen.
Yeah.
a little bit different. But I feel like celebrities are always pushing the envelope. I mean, I grew up with seeing Madonna and her pine cones, and like, I don't know, it doesn't really bother me. I don't know, what do you guys think? Miley Cyrus, Rihanna,
Are we
90s.
talking about them? Now we're doing role models. I have a lot to say about this one.
Oh, get it, girl, take it away, Carly. Yeah.
First and foremost, role models. I think that when people tweet at us and say that, it's always an honor, and I always feel so grateful, but it always makes me be like, oh crap, someone's watching what I'm doing. So I think that it's a good thing, and I like that she said don't try to become that role model, because you can never be somebody else, you only have you, and so you have to own that. It's good to have aspirations though, and something to work towards, and goals, and people to motivate you. But I like what she said, like if you don't like something that your role model's doing or wearing, don't do that just because that's them. In today's world, I just feel like it just is such a fast-paced, moving world. The whole Miley Cyrus, her latest video, what's the name of it? Can't stop us, can't stop. I just think that we've adopted this like mentality and this idea of like no responsibility. It's like the Vegas thing, like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, or YOLO, you only live once, or we're gonna do what we want, you can't tell me what to do. It just seems like the whole world is like, there's no responsibility placed on anybody. There's no almost like integrity. It's just like, do whatever you want, you can smoke, you can do drugs, you can hook up, you can sleep. Like, it doesn't mean you're a bad person if you do those things, but it just means, it's frustrating to me that they think that there's no consequences. I mean, look at how many, bless his heart, but that boy from Glee, you know, he overdosed, and how many, who was he a role model to, and who was he hanging around? And
he actually did come out, like, I really respected him because he was very honest. He struggled with addiction from the age of 13. He dropped out of school, but he also went publicly and said, I don't recommend doing this, and like told his story, and he was very honest, and it was just he just had an addiction problem.
That's hard. I didn't
so
know
heartbreaking. I don't want to talk about it.
I know.
Well, you know, and something like with role models today too, because of social media, you know, the kids specifically, as they're gaining earlier access to it, even though they're 13's the age, I'm getting friend requests from 8-year-olds, you know, on Facebook and stuff like that. So I think their access to whatever is just so much more than we had access to because, you know, and that's tough because as a mom, you know, how much do I protect my kids from that, and it can, but they need to see stuff, but you know, be exposed to some extent just because you can learn from that as well.
But like you brought up Madonna, and it's like that was and it was like this HBO special, her tour, and it was so risque, and so, and like now that's like,
I remember popping
laughably.
I know. It is tame. But
And
they're
that's
always
scary
pushing.
part.
And some celebrities say, and I'm not like defending any, but they're like, well, look, we didn't sign up to be role models, you know? And so it's
but
like,
I kind of think that
but they should know it comes with the territory.
I think anytime you're in the public
Especially-
light and you have lots of views, like, they have to have some sort of responsibility, knowing that people are watching what they do, and that's influenced, like, that's somehow influencing good or bad. You just have to choose what you want to represent.
I think also coming from the Disney network, I know that they feel like they want to break away from that, but they have to like, my little girl loved Hannah Montana, like loved her, and now she sees Miley Cyrus and she's like, but I loved Hannah Montana.
And she doesn't like Miley now.
No, I mean, I think that she hears negative, and when I did see her last video, I was like, what in the world? And so watching Riley's like, does she know what that means? She just did that.
I'm happy that there was no cameras on me when from the age of 12 to like 18. I would have been a terrible role model.
I do feel bad for them in that sense, like the pressure that they must have, and feeling like she's trying to find her own niche and be edgy on her. And how hard is it to be like Miley's trying to be Rihanna when she's just trying to find her own edgy? It's like you have to find yourself to the whole world. And so in a way, I kind of feel bad for them, but it also is like, how do you not see that what, like, it's not you. I don't think that's her. You know, I don't think that what she's kind of moving into from that last video is really her.
I didn't either. I was blown away at that
So
video.
too.
I was so shocked.
And I'm pretty relaxed. Like, I was even like, okay.
I couldn't even watch it all the way through. I was just like, no, this is not Miley Cyrus. This is not, you know, I'm like, I love, you know, but I just feel like everybody's trying to push the button with other people and like see who can make more of an impact, like YOLO or, you know, something like that. And I feel like social media sticks with you ever since, you know, from like a young age. So you really have to be careful with what you put out there and how others perceive you and all that. So especially knowing that with my daughter, she's only 3, but I'm like, oh my God, you know, freaking out.
Are they gonna let her have a Facebook
Yeah,
page when
exactly.
she's like 11 or 8 or something? It's gonna be a hard challenge because obviously we didn't grow up with Facebook. And
Everything will be live. There'll be cameras and
I know, everywhere.
Should be like your ear and you walk through somewhere. I mean,
I know, right? I'm scared for our future. Okay, we have another tweet. April Preston, who were your role models growing up?
Oh, that's a good one.
That
I know
is a
who
good
mine
one.
was.
Go ahead.
Janet Evans. Do you guys remember
We're all
her?
like, no.
She was an Olympic swimmer.
Oh,
And I remember, she's like my age.
Yeah.
But I remember just because she went to the Olympics and I swam, but not like her. But I remember watching her, and actually she like tried out or did the Olympics this last time
okay.
at
Yeah.
like 40 or
That was probably
you know.
so exciting for you.
Yeah, I was like, man, what could I have done? But she was just so strong, and so she was a really good role model, I thought. Even though I
good when
didn't
we
go to
find
the
those.
Olympics.
I was
You were
all
this close.
Yeah, so close. Next year.
We got it.
I was all comedy, like Carol Burnett and Gilda Radner.
yeah.
And yeah, I was like the comedians.
Like the funny.
From an early age.
From an
you were
early
all about
age.
them.
I was like in Living Color. I loved Saturday
In
Night
Living Color. You
Yeah.
can do what you want to do.
I wasn't really into the Fly Girls, but I tried to dance.
J-Lo.
But I tried.
Yeah. Carly, anybody?
This might sound weird. I've gotten asked this question a lot, and of course it's like the typical, like my mom, my grandma.
Yeah.
But if I remember back to when I was young, I always wanted to be like cool enough for my brothers, so I could like hang, you know. And now that I like really think about that question, I'm like, I think Shay and Casey were great. Like I just remember thinking everyone would be like Shay Butler and Casey Butler are so hot and cool. I'm like, yeah, that's my brothers. Like, and I remember I wanted people to think that I was cool like them when I was younger, and so I think that they were my examples. Now they're just big, huge failures. Awesome lives.
Yeah.
Right? They're just
Clearly.
awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my brothers probably. If I really think about
I feel
it.
the same way about my big bro. I was like, my brother's gonna go jump off the roof of a house, like I'm gonna
Right?
do that.
Yeah.
Like if he's gonna go whatever, like I'm gonna do that too. Like I wanna hang out with my
break my leg
brother.
there.
Me
Yeah.
too. I was in there
I was
too.
like, whatever. I can't think of like another role model, like a celebrity though.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you guys if I come up with
I
one.
have a person, but I think because I'm love to sing all my life. I love to sing, so I was always looking and captivating. No. I was always captivated by like music more so, like country music, because I feel the lyrics stand out more than anything, and it's so easy to relate in personal experiences and like even till this day, going through this deployment, I hear a song and I'm like, oh my god,
Especially with country music, especially with country music. Yeah.
It's like Atkins or something. I don't know his name, but it was like
Trace
yes,
Atkins.
like
yeah.
he has a deployment song or like soldier Afghanistan something, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't handle this. Oh my god. But music has always been something that I, was always led, like Shania Twain. And
Love Shania.
love Shania.
First time I did karaoke was Any Man. I was 16 years old. Terrible. I
Now
have
she
the
has
worst
a
voice on the
show
planet.
at the Coliseum in Vegas. So
I heard
yes,
it.
Let's go. Let's
go
all
visit
see
her.
Shania.
We'll all go.
I
Road
love
trip.
Shania. She is.
Yeah, she was one of my
She shares
favorites too.
the stage with Celine Dion and Elton John. Like
Oh,
they
wow.
rotate.
Wow.
They rotate shows.
Oh,
so
okay, but not all together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
That
what
would
do
be
you
a
do?
show.
Yeah, that would.
They'd all fight over who was the headliner.
Right.
Yeah.
Like just jumping in front of each other.
I love Celine though. She had an awesome show. Awesome.
Yeah.
The tickets were like ridiculous, but
I
amazing.
need to get over to Vegas soon.
Come on over.
I will. Kaylee?
I don't think that I had a celebrity role model,
Whatever
but
you love, what's his name? Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing.
Obviously. Me too. Oh my god. Don't get me started.
I love him, and I know. Oh. Anyways,
I love him too.
I had a lot of crushes, but I think my role model when I was a little girl was my older cousin.
Yeah.
I thought everything that she did was so cool. I wanted to do everything that she did, and actually, she is one of my role models still. She's such a good mom. She has 5 kids, and she's such an amazing mom, and I think she's still one of my role models.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's probably really flattered that you
She's
said
amazing.
Isn't it
Yeah.
funny? Most of like the role models would, I feel like we could classify them more as influences, you know, that like came and went throughout our lives. And I think that's important to recognize, because I think it's pretty rare when you have one person that you just stick with. And I think some people probably do, but it's good to look around and see the influences at different times in your lives.
Yeah.
And
Because
give them-
sometimes they take a wrong turn. Like
yeah, and
maybe
you're like,
Miley
oh,
Cyrus.
just kidding, no more.
Keep your options
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
And I think, of course, aside from like my mom and my
Yeah,
grandma,
of
I
course,
think that we
yeah.
would all agree with that. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, we have another tweet. This is from Carmen Mariah. That's a really cool name, by the way. What celebrities do you think are setting the best examples as role models for kids today? That's a great question.
Shoot, I'm gonna get a lot of crap on this one.
Taylor Swift.
Yes, I don't care.
So I agree.
Really?
I have nieces,
Okay.
and if I had a daughter, I would feel 100% comfortable letting her listen to every song, go to a concert. Like, people say so much crap about Taylor Swift. She dates so many guys, and she never has a successful relationship. I'm like, how old is she?
Yeah,
Do you want
I
her
know.
to, like, get locked down and in the wrong relationship? Look at
Yeah.
how how many relationships fail in Hollywood, and look at the other girls that Taylor Swift kind of in that age group. Look at what they're doing, and then look at Taylor Swift. I'm sorry, Taylor, if you're watching this, I got you, girl. You my girl.
Really idolizes her.
Yeah.
Really
I
idolizes her,
love
and I
that.
think it's great. She got to go to her concert, and I just think if she wants to be like Taylor Swift, then she should, because she's a good girl. And I don't want Braley to get married young, so date.
Yeah, date around. That's what you're supposed to do. Find out what you like. Find out what works for you. The Jonas Brothers aren't it? Cool. Move on to someone else. Like,
I'm a Selena girl. I love Selena Gomez.
I love her.
she's cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else?
I would say Selena and Taylor. Yeah, I would have to
Yeah.
agree, just because they carry themselves so well, I think, and
Yeah.
I think that stands out
Has
more
there
to
been
me.
any scummy pictures of Taylor or Selena?
No,
I don't
like,
think there has, or has there?
I think
Did you guys see the movie Spring Break?
Oh, so that's Selena's. I think that's
Yeah.
her first kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Selena's
Okay,
like,
that movie is crazy with James Franco. He looks like K-Fed.
I saw him in the
creepy.
LA airport.
Yeah.
K-Fed, and I was like, Mom, that's K-Fed. She's like, who's that? And then I told her. She gets out her phone, is like flashing pictures
I love
of
it.
him. I'm like,
I like your mom. That's cute. Yeah. Selena, like, she came out of her shell a little bit in this movie. I was actually surprised. She wasn't as bad as some of the other girls, and not bad, but she wasn't as like risque, and she didn't like go for it as much as the other girls. But there's definitely some scenes where I'm like, oh, an 8-year-old might not be like okay with that bong rip that you just did. But you guys need to see the movie. It's a trip. It's like kind of creepy, artsy. I don't know.
I haven't seen that.
I've heard about it.
That's
is
a lot
Ashley
of-
Benson from Pretty Little Liars?
Yes.
Yes.
I saw it.
And
Yeah.
who else?
Vanessa Hudgens and another girl, I can't remember her name, but yeah, James Franco is such a pervert in this movie, and he's so good at it.
I love that you called him
So-
K-Fed.
I like James
Yeah,
Franco.
he looks like K-Fed in the movie. Yeah, it's a trip.
Always a winner.
Yeah.
K-Fed.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Any,
Poor guy.
I would piggyback the Taylor Swift. My daughter, my youngest, is 8, and just yesterday she went to drama camp as her character was Taylor Swift. And I've thought about it. I'm like, well, should I critique this? And we don't do a lot of the media necessarily. You know, they have some of the shows going, but we're not saturated with it.
Yeah.
And so that's somebody that she is aware of, and that's the music we listen to.
And what a blessing
I'm
that there
like,
can be one
she
good
dresses
big artist
nice.
out there that you
Yeah.
can feel comfortable with. As a
And
mom.
so my daughter calls her Tay Tay.
Oh.
And she's like, Mom, I'm like, I don't know if she likes it, but
But
that's
yeah.
what I call
That's
it.
a lot of pressure for Taylor, though.
I know.
To like
It is.
stay and
She
you know.
handles it.
Yeah.
She handles it. Like
That's
I've never
not
seen
easy.
her in a skeezy picture, and maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong, but for the most
Let's
part,
just hope
yeah, that it stays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that it has a lot to do with her mom, and her mom and her relationship is so close, and they go everywhere together. And good job, Taylor's mom.
Yeah. But look at Justin Bieber and his mom. They were kind of the same way, and now I feel like I read something in some probably magazine that's not true, but that she's trying to get a hold on Justin, and he's just like YOLO, like. And did he really pee in a bucket in a restaurant?
I don't
really
know.
happened?
But I saw an interview with her
if my
just the
kid
other
did that,
day.
that would not
I can't
fly.
remember what it was on either.
like, oh my gosh,
yeah, maybe it
that's
was on The View. But anyway, yeah, she was saying like she's just letting him kind of do his thing and be a young boy becoming a
Teenager.
man. Yeah, because
Yeah.
God, it's just. That's a tough
So
time,
much
and to just
pressure.
be so scrutinized. And yeah, social
Yeah.
media
Well,
just
it's
on
too
you all the
much.
time.
I
Like
can't imagine.
you sneeze the wrong way, and they're gonna think you just like I
Yeah.
don't know.
You're on
somebody
cocaine.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah. God forbid you do this one too many
Another
times.
one
and
I
they're
like
"Drugs."
is and she's a little bit older, but Carrie Underwood is
I love her.
somebody that is just
That's a good one.
love
call.
Carrie
Yeah.
Underwood.
She's
She's
not
not
wrong in
she's
my
not
mind.
like
legs
Yeah.
are like awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's so
She's
sweet.
the number
the way
one.
she's
Yeah.
always put together. is
Yeah.
just- I love her so
She's
much.
adorable. Obsessed.
I'm gonna chime in and also say Amanda Bynes. I mean, she's really,
I was waiting
my
for
role
somebody to
model.
say that. I mean, right?
I mean, just
Like her hair, like the way she does that. Yeah.
I feel really
Her,
sad for
and then
her.
I want to wash her hair.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not,
Just
it's not
like-
real hair. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Just take that off.
Take that platinum
Take it out
wig
and
off.
toss it.
Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out because she is a role model.
She was.
Absolutely.
And now
was
she's
so
just.
funny.
I think she tweeted booby pics.
Really?
Like of her on a sink and her hair was like covering the nips, and she was like, and it wasn't even
Some
like a hot
people-
booby pic. I
yeah.
was just like, oh.
No, she's
lady.
just. She
Yeah.
needs someone to come in there and backhand her.
I know. Right?
I want to as a
I
mom.
want you to.
I want to
Yeah.
take her camping
Where
in
is her
Idaho and
mom?
be like, let's get back down to
Like earth
yeah,
and
just life,
nature
yeah, what
and
it's really about.
I know.
Yeah, I hope she
hungry.
comes around. I feel sad for her.
So do you think we can agree that maybe that's like pressure breaks celebrities or people that have so much attention sometimes just like
Well, their identity
break.
seems to be really wrapped around what people perceive who people perceive them to be, and so if they're
like Brittany shaving her head, is that
they're
into it?
child stars, and then but once you've kind of reached the top and you're 15, and then you still need to be an adult, how
point.
do you navigate?
Yeah.
And it's hard. It would be tough.
Well, I was gonna say, what do you guys think out there? You guys can always chime in, even though I know your tweets aren't coming in live necessarily yet. You can always continue this conversation online and share your point of view too. But you can continue what you were saying.
That's a good thing because you work so hard to be like the best and then you get this record and it's like, okay, now what? Do I got to change who I am to get back up there? Because sometimes the same type of style doesn't always work for people.
It's also a matter of, I used to work on music videos when I first moved out here, and the way that the people treat the celebrity when it's that like level of celebrity is crazy. They're like, what do you need? Are you okay? Do you need anything?
I'm okay.
Can I get you? And it's so like when you're doing that to a child, I mean when you're doing it to an adult, you turn into a monster. When you're doing it to a child,
End of the day, it's spoiled
They're
brats.
gonna grow up.
Well, then when that ends,
right, when that ends, then they're like, wait,
expect
where's the person with all of the things that I want?
that I deserve and I need and I
but
should
it
have
was
right
interesting
now.
because Amanda Bynes like retired
Yeah.
and then went crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe it was that loss of like attention all the time, and she's like, "What can I do? I miss that." Like,
And then she's just been mean on Twitter to everyone.
Everyone's
does she need a friend? Does she need to be on the Mom's View? Come hang out.
I know,
and we can
right?
Just be like, tell us your problems.
Well, I feel like, you know, even with Corey Monteith, like, is that how
Yeah,
you say it? Is it
yeah.
Corey Monteith? But you have like these people who are gems, but they have inner demons too that they try to balance it out with who I am in social media and the media in general, and then who I am, you know,
Real life,
internally. But so I think it's definitely hard when you're in the spotlight all the time.
Yeah.
And then especially looking at Glee with such success that it has, and then it's such a tragedy to see and to hear news about
Well,
something
because I
like
feel
that.
like he was a great role model.
Yeah.
I really do feel that way, that he was a good role model. But you're exactly
Well, let's
right.
talk with you guys. We would love to read some of your tweets right now and share our thoughts about them. So we're gonna get those little tweets coming this way any second now. Send me a tweet.
Quickly, I have to feed a baby, guys.
All right.
The jugs are getting.
Tamara Dawn says, "What is the best piece of advice that your mothers gave you when you were young girls?" Thank you. That is a great and very difficult question.
No
I
pressure.
think. I know. My mom, everything she did was perfect. Thanks, Mom. Let me out. So that's
Kick it off?
Yeah.
I think the first thing that came to my mom, I don't know if you can teach somebody to be confident, but I remember always being like, this is surprising, but I was really shy as a little girl. I think Shane Casey were so like adventurous and spunky and guys and very social people, and so I don't know why, but I was shy. Like I didn't open up very easily, and I think so. Middle school was hard for me because I didn't want to go to middle school. I would hang out in the office with my mom because she was the secretary. I'm like, I'll make friends sooner or later. But she taught me that you just have to be who you are and just being confident in that. Like, and she's like, even if you are faking it, at least you're faking it and nobody else knows that you are.
Yeah.
And so just to be like confident in yourself and to smile at people, she really encouraged us to always like be anybody's friend. Anybody that you sat by that was in your classroom, make an effort to make everybody feel comfortable around you.
Yeah.
And it helps you feel better, you know, about being comfortable in your own skin. So that would be my advice. Be nice and be friends with everyone. Try your
I think
best.
she did a great job doing that, because to see you and your brothers and your different personalities, and they do shine through, and she did such a good job of telling you guys to be exactly who you are. Good job.
Mama. Mama Butler.
I think my mom always instilled my faith. I mean, growing up, that's just, we're very old-fashioned, and I think like even with my grandparents and just having something in you just to look forward to have confidence in, you know, as you said, is just so important. So like in middle school, I had a hard time making friends moving from Hawaii to Vegas. So that transition was right in middle school, so that's like the cliques were all formed and everything. So my mom would like write me notes.
And you're the cute new girl too.
I would go to my own little place at lunch, and like my mom would write me these notes and like stick them in my lunch and stuff, or like put them in my bag, and like I'm gonna get all emo, but you know that's kind of But that was just kind of the thing, and I think my mom and I have like a great relationship. We fight so much, but you know, we're special.
Yeah.
I think my mom taught me not to judge other people from a young age, and I think that that's so important because it's so easy to judge other people, and she had me at a really young age, and so I feel like she kind of felt judged for that, so she, you know, taught me to see where everyone was coming from.
That's why I tell you all my dirty secrets, because I know if I can never judge you. Like you can tell if I killed somebody, not that I ever would, and that's not funny, but if something bad like that happened, like Kayla, I just ran over the neighbor's dog, she's like, okay, I'll help you find a place to bury it. It's gonna be okay.
We'll make it happen.
It's a pink berry.
Get some pink berry. Pink berry cures all. Yeah. Well, your mommy did a great job.
I see that. I definitely see that. Yeah.
I'd say my mom taught me independence.
Yeah.
She was a single mom. And she worked her butt off. And she sort of was like, you can do this yourself. You can do, you know, you can make it happen. And she never, you know, she put us first, which is also a nice little lesson in like how to be a mom. Like,
Totally.
you gotta,
Selfless.
yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do for your kids.
Single moms, all credit.
I know.
All credit. That's hard.
It's amazing.
Hard work.
So.
Yeah.
My mom, she taught me how to work hard.
Yeah.
I did chores.
What a good value to have.
Yeah, it was good. It has served me well. But I remember one time in particular, I was the kind of kid who was always in the middle, like the in between all
I bet
the
you never
kids.
got in trouble.
Not often, because I was kind of a peacemaker, and I wanted to make everybody happy. And I remember one time, I had a friend who she wanted things to go her way. Well, she always did, wanted things to go her way. And my mom was like, just call her bluff. And she always threatened to go home if I didn't do what she wanted to do.
You cleaned my room or we're not friends.
Yeah. And so one day I said, okay, then go home. And then she made it like halfway down the block, and she came back. And that was a life changer, actually, for me, because I'd never really stood up for myself. And my mom has taught me lots of things, but that's like one moment that has really stood out. Not to be mean, I wasn't being mean, but just like, you know, taking control and not letting others manipulate you and threaten you with things that you can be like, okay, show me what you're gonna do.
I'm from the hood, yo.
Your mommies sound fabulous.
Yeah.
But my mom's the best. I love my mommy. I want to
have a
be
mom
just
fight.
like her. Oh, my mom. I'm exactly like my mother. Yeah, she's fabulous. Love you, mommy. Okay, we have another tweet. Ashley says, "Do you ever find your kids doing things you did when you were younger?"
Yes, my little girl just cries and poops.
Now, did you do that when you were younger too?
I did that stuff.
I did those.
That's
I think
crazy.
I did those.
Yeah, I still do them.
I did that
So
yesterday.
funny. Cooper
Yeah.
is so terrified of being like the stinky kid. So if you ever, and that's how I'm like, I don't hate stinky people, but like I'm really sensitive with smell. So if someone smells like BO, I'm just like try my best not to be rude, but like it bothers me. And so like if he ever
I'm
farts,
like,
he's like, I didn't do that. And he's so embarrassed. And if I ever farted in front of somebody, I would die. I would just be like, my life's over. And that's how Cooper is. He's always like, it was Molly.
And I apologize to you right now because one of your post-pregnancy things is like this horrible BO. Oh, it's crazy
I don't smell you.
bad.
Yeah.
No, I like sweat. I mean, look at me. I'm like probably soaking wet.
You smell like flowers.
Sweat. And, ooh.
It's tasty in here. It's all those bright lights making us look good. Also making us sweat and smell. Yeah. Well, I'll try and stay extra clean around you.
Stinky people.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
shoot, what if you see then I get nervous like, wait, I can't say that because what if I start to stink?
I mean,
Everybody's checking.
I know, like, I start.
Uh-oh, Carly Patrol.
Here, so I don't care.
I used to, we have home videos of me just singing and like all this stuff, and so I look at my daughter, and my mom always says it all the time. It's like, oh my goodness, this is a mini you. And you know, I do my videos, and I'm a stay-at-home mom while my husband works, so I talk to a camera, and then I have my makeup, and then I have my stuff. And so sometimes I'll walk into the room and she's over there putting on her makeup, looking at the camera, putting on her makeup.
Cute.
So sometimes I'll try to snap, you know, like footage of her doing that. But it's just so funny because you forget sometimes, you know, what kind of image you're setting in on your kids. And I feel that's so important because they soak up everything, and just from mannerisms to the way I eat, like it trips me out, and it's so scary at the same time because sometimes I'm like, oh my god, my butt looks big, or you know, like something like that. But you know, they're such little angels, and you just really have to be careful because I think the most important and the most adamant lessons that they get is from parents and like your mom and stuff like
going
that.
Back to the role model topic. I mean, really, we're the first role models for our kids, you know. And sometimes I forget that, you know, and they see us respond, how we respond to stress, and and it's a big responsibility.
It is. Yeah. What about you?
Oh, well, Braylee is the complete opposite
of you.
me in such a great way. She's I was really quiet, and she's really confident, and she's not afraid to go up to anyone and talk to anyone.
That's cute.
And I love it. I think it's so great. But Gage is a little bit more like me.
Yeah.
A little homebody, like
mellow.
little mellow. So it's fun. It's fun to see your kids' different personalities.
I think Braylee has a lot of your characteristics, I guess, knowing, because like if Cooper, because I used to live with Kaylee and Casey, and our kids would always play, and if like, you know, when three's a crowd for kids, 2 little boys, and Braylee was just always like the mother of Gage and Cooper, and like, okay, you guys, this is what we're gonna do. Oh, Cooper, did you get your juice? Like, and just a nurturer so much like Kaylee, like would take care of anybody, do anything for them, and that's how Braylee is. So I think she has a lot of your good things.
I want a little baby.
I'll teach you how to
work
do
on it tonight. I will go.
It's easy.
Husband, you better watch out. I'm coming for you. Well, team, thank you guys so much for all of your honest, fabulous, fun answers and everything. That is all the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you, and until next time, gotta go. Bye.
I think that it's important to like celebrate what we love about ourselves. I think we're taught not to say like, I really like this about myself, because that comes across as conceited or you're cocky. And I think it's okay to be like, I like my hair.
I dare you. Oh, that's it.
I like my hair.